Hello. I'm gonna move closer to my computer here. Hi. Hi, everybody. Let me pull up the stream manager because I forgot to do that. Oh. There it is. Nice. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Let me make sure that's on. Okay. There we go. I seem a little quiet. I need to turn this down. What's going on? My ears. My sweet little baby ears. Today, on our to-do list, as you can probably guess, we need to finish I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Why? I don't freaking know. I just kind of want to see how it ends at this point. We're already halfway through it. We got halfway through it in like, what? An hour and a half, 2 hours? At this point, we might as well just see where it goes and finish it. It's too hilarious not to. So, yeah, let's stop the music and open up the game. And I'm going to turn my headphone audio down because the opening of this is very loud from what I remember. A PSYOP production. That's who's responsible for this. I'll just let this play again. Oh my god. Professor Dog. That is a character. It's finger looking good, guys. It's finger looking good. I love that they always blow your eardrums off with that intro, and then that you get into the game itself, and it's just quiet like a church mouse. I actually have to turn it up louder than my voice so you guys can hear it. Even kind of hear it. Okay, so if I can possibly review what happened before, I'll recap this to the best of my ability, but this novel is such a fucking drug trip that it's hard to remember all of it. So, we went to culinary school. It has a really stupid long name, and we made the joke that because everyone pronounced it by its full name, and it's comically long, and if you don't pronounce it by the full name, you get punished by getting an Indian burn. They cook your arm. We went to this culinary school with our best friend to become a great chef. And we met Colonel Sanders, who you see on screen right now. Colonel Sanders is extremely handsome. Anime Colonel Sanders, that is. And we've been talking up Colonel Sanders. He even told us one of his secret ingredients, which was censored. They had a censor bar over it, so we couldn't actually read it. Yeah, he's been warming up to us. We've been getting closer. We have some rivals. One of them is basically just JoJo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The other one's a girl who also wants to date Colonel Sanders, but he's our man. And at some point, our best friend began falling in love with a robot, a sentient cooking appliance, and Colonel Sanders and I fought a giant food monster together. In the style of a turn-based RPG, which was weird. But we beat it. We beat it, just barely. I also forgot I need to mix up this Rubik's Cube a bit more. I'm trying to make sure the Rubik's Cube is pre-mixed in case someone asks me to solve it. I guess I can mix it more when we get that far. If someone actually redeems it, I'll worry about it then. Okay, anyway. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Oh, then we found out that the monster dropped a cookbook. And when we went to school the next day, our rivals had the same exact evil-looking cookbook, spellbook thing. And we don't know what it's about yet. But now it's lunchtime again. On our second day of school in this 3-day course. Let's see what happens. has to load first. They have to load the deliciousness. Here we go. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. We're opening up on a high note. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time, step up and tell them you're on. I don't know. Is Colonel Sanders a competitive guy? I don't know that he is. I would probably just tell them no, honestly. I hate these two. Screw them. Is everything a competition with you two? Yes. Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? Some pocket monsters? Some Pokemon? We can't say that. I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education, pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Ronald McDonald, you should have it. It'll give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. My special grilled cheese and... oh, they're tiny. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down and a tartlet for dessert. It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle! Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students! Please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer! What the fuck? Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. Ow, my eyes! That's what I'm talking about! Ah! I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get! My bestie could get the best of them! Ah! Best believe it! Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself! Was her kitchen knife attached by a chain? It absolutely was. Oh my god, what the hell? It's like the Kratos' Blades of Chaos, but a giant butcher knife. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. And you're feeling like you can really impress him here. Let me turn the music down a bit. It's a little loud, ever so slightly too loud. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh god. What temperature does water boil at? Oh shit. 100 degrees Celsius. That's right. But how would you have gotten into this school without knowing that? Then it gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices? 11. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Headed. Terrifying intensifies. Now you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Trust. That's wrong! I'm begging you to get it together! Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? That's right. A small town or whatever it was. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Silence. That's right. When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they will be unable to speak. I need some water. Hold on. I gotta fill my cup back up with water. My bottle. This is the most intense water bottle filling scene you have ever witnessed in your life. Is the music going to loop at any point? There it is. Delicious and refreshing. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Ronald McDonald. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. No, you can think about is Colonel Sanders. No! How many spoonfuls of great would it take to fill a traditional Victorian? Oh, God. What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Ugh. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know, Vots, shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. I don't know what I just did. What does that have to do with crafting a spectacular fried chicken delicate baked biscuits? Voof! Voof! You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Ronald McDonald does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's over-mixed. Ronald McDonald, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. Ow! It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hands. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Ronald McDonald's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you've prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Ronald McDonald to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this cream of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream two ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Sounds fancy. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. I'll internalize my rage, like I always do. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to oh my god, Colonel Sanders. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Oops. I forgot that there's no rules in this world. I think I might have goofed. Just a little bit. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Aw, poor me. Poor Ronald McDonald. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from devastating loss, but from that run with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. What? What is that? Hold on a minute. What is this word?
Obstetrician.
Obstetrician. A physician or surgeon qualified to practice Well, that helps. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but even I failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. I gotta adjust the music a little bit here. There we go. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best that I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Mark my words. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster. Borko? the Spork monster. I'm sorry, everyone.
It is I know I said I wouldn't be back and after the whole fight to the death thing. Maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but... I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to orphan to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode, even though I had no choice but to do so.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. It wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook?
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've been lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You are a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No. You should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
I'm still working on this voice. I'm trying to make it sound like, if anyone's ever played Battle Right, I somehow switched defaulted right into the anime protagonist. If anyone's played like Battle Right and you know Pestulus, that's like kind of what I'm trying to go for with the voice. I just haven't heard it in a while. I need to watch a video with the dude or something. It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Ronald McDonald, together, I am sure that we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. That's the wrong voice. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Yo! Nice! Where are we now? The 7th bite. We're already almost done. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. I'm just a motivational speaker now. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? I mean, Colonel Sanders has told me his secrets, so I should tell him mine. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in headfirst. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Gasp. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but that's the wrong voice. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Do I have to? I feel like this is wrong. Let's see. I guess we can look at the thermostat. We can look at the pictures individually. The urn, this candle, a comb, the scenery, and a chicken. Hold on a minute. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. Is this not the original Colonel Sanders? Is this like the son of Colonel Sanders? Colonel Sanders Jr.? There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Poor guy. Oh, so what's this about? One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. Just imagine it, okay? You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Hold on. Pete Harmon. Harmon? Was an American businessman best known for having struck a deal with Colonel Harlan Sanders to open the first KFC franchise. Oh, nice reference. I like that. That's cute. They're referencing the KFC lore. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Oh, the door, but I want to see more of the apartment, though. The photo appears to be of Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. Oh, it's a safe? I thought it was like a thermostat. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Interesting. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I didn't even learn your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see him in the middle of something? You open the window a crack, and the ghost of Student is swept out with the breeze. Bye. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." What about this candle? Scented candle. Is it scented of gravy? Is it a gravy candle? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in the lake? Summer of 69. No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. You ingest it so that Colonel Sanders can be inside of you. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. The lore deepens. All right, that's the rest of the apartment. Let's check on this door, I guess. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? This is not at all creepy, but then again is slightly less creepy than consuming his silver hair. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on and wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing this jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off! You decide that now is your big moment to make a big move. You fess up and tell the truth. I don't know. Is this the time? I'm gonna be sly. I feel like you would appreciate honesty, but I want to see where this goes. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Ronald McDonald. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. That's the kind of stupid joke that I would make, and that means that I like this game. Sorry for bumping the mic there. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. I probably should have just made a move, honestly. What? Are we on the 8th bite now? Yep. I could just skip ahead and like do that over again. Nah, let's commit to our decisions. I think I have some water in my ear. I did shower today. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Well, now I really want to go back. I don't know if we're getting the best ending here. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, that is even legal, but if the recipe is I clicked too soon. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Chicken is not breakfast, I'm sorry. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Take him down a peg. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night! I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried something had happened to you. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Hey, being oblivious is great. Where are we? The 9th bite? We're almost done, guys. Ronald McDonald! Damn straight, son! Ronald McDonald and Colonel Sanders, it's my OTP. We're almost done at this game and it's been less than an hour. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh wait, I just remembered what I changed his voice to earlier. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Ronald McDonald, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my... Now you're twisting my words. Now you're twisting again. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it! You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Yeah, we shoved our hands in a mixer. It wasn't the best idea. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever! I am going to make the best McDouble you've ever seen! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears that things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Ronald McDonald, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure he'll be back in fighting shape form by this afternoon. Well, we were trying to cook quickly because we were doing a time thing, and we tossed a biscuit in the mixer, and everyone was like, no, you shouldn't do that. And we were just like, oh, you're right. And so we shoved our hand in the mixer to try to save it. It wasn't up to me. The game decided it for me. Yeah, we got distracted thinking about Colonel Sanders in the middle of the timed competition, and it, like, ruined us. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Ronald McDonald, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. I don't like where this is going. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. I'll see you inside, Ronald McDonald. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Uh-oh! Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news! It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. Oh, stop, Ronald McDonald! You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it'll erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. Don't do that! That is way drastic! Couldn't you do something else? Like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No! Don't! You idiot! You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. God. The 9th bite. I think we were already on this before. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want all of you to know, I fear something of a dog moment's coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here! Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Ronald McDonald, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle emitter as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well that doesn't make it a great date. Beep, work. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder, steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, deep friend footwear? I think it's a typo. I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam, team. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could you embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. The feeling of the wind rushing through the bangs that she cut herself oh so horribly. You're not going to settle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. Is this it? Is this the final bite? Nope, not yet. I'm sure the final bite will be the test. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Ronald McDonald's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders and his whirlwind of cherry blossom petals. Ronald McDonald, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station, picturing victory. The pot pies begin to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. I'll fess up on my practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with no butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Is this the 10th bite? Is this the final bite? Still not the final one yet, somehow. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley were prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, reserve fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates throughout the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops upon a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all! Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? Why does the music sound so friendly right now, and this is a very serious thing that's happening? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way, you idiot. Who needs magic when you've got passion? We've seen all the flags, damn it. Everyone specifically said not to do it not to do it the easy way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way! I spat over my screen. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Ronald McDonald. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Ronald McDonald, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn and notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? Oh, shit. We shouldn't have lied to her. No! The boiling pot like one of the first decisions we ever made in this game actually came back to bite us in the ass in the very end. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. The Spork Monster's here to save us.
It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster.
Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve. And I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright.
Hang on, let me drink some water. I need some phlegm. I need more phlegm. I need more phlegm to make this voice happen.
Oh, hey. You're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve. I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the Spork Monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country.
You can feel a Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics and when I woke up.
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Oh, never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out of culinary school. Or go Super Saiyan Chef. Go Super Chef. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win! Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Hot! My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Ronald McDonald, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue! Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! My throat hurts now from the stupid Spork Monster voice. Damn you, flying spaghetti monster! You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven, it can't be served. But don't worry, dear Ronald McDonald, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. We have to be in the final bite now, right? Yeah, finally. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're he almost was mirroring for a second there. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Oh my god, are they doing 7 minutes of heaven in the broom closet? Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad! It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs, may I be excused? Sure. Poor Pop. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSA. Oh god, I must give myself an Indian burn. Ow! My apologies. It is not the worst prank in whatever history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. Oh, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Days, I say! Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki? I spy floats in this itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea, some ocha I made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Baby tea leaves playing in tea fields. Yeah, damn straight. Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal's been devoured. And I need to drink more water because my throat is shot. I'm losing my voice. Spork Monster did a number on my throat. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed as she gives you a big hug. A huge hug. Thank you, Ronald McDonald, for helping me to believe in myself. Thank you for believing in the you that believes in me. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell, topped with caviar. Did you score one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Foof! Foof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Yach! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Van! That was not his voice. That was like a mix of Van and Sprinkles. God, my English. Anyway, before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. Minecraft rules. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I just realized there's holes in her leggings that make little chicken drumsticks. Cute. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile, meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Ronald McDonald? I told you it's a display piece. Actually, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I want to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. Ashley, try saying that name without having a stroke. They made the joke last stream that it's just like her name just had to make her name more snooty by putting more letters in there than it needed to be. You are disqualified! Rage takes over Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either! If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs! What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Interesting. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blow me away! In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class! You'll pass, and you'll pass, and you'll pass, and you'll get a pass! Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. I love this corgi puppo. I know. I opted to give him a German accent just to make him an angry German scientist, and I'm so happy about the decision. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance as my entire left side falls asleep. God damn it, what the hell happened here? Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. If you don't moonwalk, you fail. No! DJ Dog is in the house! DJ Dog is in the house! Ow! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh my god, Ashley's casual clothes are cute. Ashley looks nice. Ashley looks good. Ashley's hot. I am allowed to say that, okay? I would let this girl step on me. She is thick. She is very thick. If only her personality was better. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghost allowed at graduation! It's clearly written on the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh. Amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out. I can't do it anymore. I can't do the voice. I will actually murder my throat. Hang on, let me get voice mod out. If I continue to do the Spork Monster voice, I will not have a throat for tomorrow. My voice changer was off this whole time. I didn't even realize. Shit, hopefully everyone could hear me.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more! From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster!
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Give him a Carl Weezer voice. That would have been funny. Oh, hey guys! Oh, Jimmy! It's me, the flying spaghetti monster, Jimmy! That's the best Carl Weezer I can do. It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. What? You got me knowing North Wheezing here, Keck. Oh, now I get it. My throat is not having a good time, guys. And we get a new thing in the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Interesting. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance, looking very fine though. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. Such and such a stan. Such and such a stan. Look at... What? What? I feel like I knew that this whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, No, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Oh, his casual clothes. He doesn't need the. I love that he dresses up all the time in a suit, in a nice suit. So for the school dance, he just wears normal clothes. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end. What? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Ronald McDonald, what are you sitting all alone for? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. When a chicken man and the clown dance, it's the most beautiful sight you've ever seen. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Ronald McDonald. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school? Oh, my dear Ronald McDonald, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. No! We only won half of his heart! No! God damn it! No! I want his heart. But it means nothing if he doesn't respect me as a chef. How did you win half of his heart? Because we didn't do all the right decisions. We didn't win him over enough. No. No! I refuse! We're doing it all over again. Right here, right now, we're finishing this shit. I think, hang on, wait. Title screen. We may need to go straight to, like, new game. Or maybe not. Okay. We're winning his heart, damn it! Sorry, I just now saw Winnie Thomas. That would have been funny, too. But it's too normal, in my opinion. Although, now you're making me want Wendy's. I'm gonna order Wendy's from DoorDash after the stream. All right, we're gonna skip through as much of the shit we've already seen as we can. You sleep softly. Yep. Smack that clock up and at him. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? You need to take this seriously. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth equals brushed. Hair equals combed. Pits equals deodorized. What if they marry KFC? I'll be so happy. True. True. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut at the door, and head up to class. That biscuit better be half eaten in your mouth as you run. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. We've already gone through all of this before, introducing all the characters. Pep talk your best friend. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and I had our tarot cards read? Yep. We did this before. This is all stuff we've done before, so we can skip through it. You're just listening to the sound effects in rapid fire. Sprinkles the dog. Yes, I am Sprinkles the dog, and I am hilarious. Oh, that was something different. Damn it. Wait, hold on. Load. There was something different there. Stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking dog. I'm chilly. Someone closed the window, and then he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan's. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Blush. Murmur. Suddenly the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to beat across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be sweaty sweats-a-lots. Maybe we should open the window. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits it melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Besides, when Burger King sweats is not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. I thought for a second there I saw something in here that said it was a good thing you wore deodorant. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is. How to discuss gets hotter than Kentucky Friar. Please use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? Take the handkerchief. There we go. All right, we can skip ahead. Never mind. I thought there was something in there about us wearing deodorant, and I thought it was different somehow, but it's fine. Chicken snack. This is different from what we did before, I think. I threw rubber ball at him before. If we do everything chicken related, I'm sure we will win Colonel's heart. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Actually, let me... let's just do this. Get a new window going here. I love you, Colonel Sanders. Guide. Let's get the true ending. Smack that clock up and out him. Oh, we already fucked up. Okay, hang on. Sorry, everybody. We gotta go back. You get your wish, Benda. Good news. Resorting to memory? Yeah, you're damn straight. You're getting your wish, Benda. We're Wendy now. We were a clown before, then a king. But surely, Wendy Thomas will be the one to win Colonel Sanders' heart and his respect. Alright, we're skipping ahead. Smack that clock up and at him. Allow yourself to daydream a bit. Skip. Change the subject to school gossip. This is different. It's hard to see Miriam like this, and frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer, you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at this school. Yeah, it's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deets? Oh, get this. Hey, Carlix. I heard his name is Harlan, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had him ever since he was born. From an egg. An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. Next, you're gonna tell me their teacher's a small corgi that talks in a German accent and is very loud. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like I heard he once fought a bear with just a smile. You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. We've already read this part. Where is this, Italy? I don't know, man. I would assume Japan. Be sure to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. We need to take the handkerchief. Take the handkerchief. Go through the shebang here. Chicken snack, as I thought. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. Onto it, his favorite. Ver. I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you in jealousy, but pay them mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Hello, Tyler. That's my name for Colonel Campbell. I mean sandals. Nice. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. Alright, and now we have to choose who to sit next to. I'm assuming we sit next to Colonel Sanders. Yep. Sit by Colonel Sanders. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. We sat next to our friend last time. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat... Alright, I gotta just talk my normal voice or else I'm gonna lose it. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Alright, pop quiz. Which is great and fine because we have all the answers. Extremely looking at you, Pops. That's right. Force is to tree as chicken is to feather. A spork. That's right. Anything as long as it's made with love and not too much salt. Oh yeah, that's right. We got all but one right because I wanted to see what they would say if I picked comically oversized fork. Anything as long as it's made with love and not too much salt. He's a talking dog. Teaches in culinary school. He's the best boy. Perfect score. 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Wendy Thomas. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Okay. Now it's off to lunch. And Colonel Sanders is going to give us a bucket of chicken. I believe we savor this. Oh, focus your mind and meditate in this moment. Try to identify every flavor. Okay. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious? Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. 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 Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be blank? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use blank. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mental responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. This is gonna be different now. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me a fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. I am 100% losing my voice. But it's fine, I will not need it for tomorrow. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give up. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Blank? Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And blank definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe, but you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. Okay. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Okay. Let's see. Be modest but thoughtful. It's the same. I'm gonna stop pulling on the skip button, and I'm just gonna start skimming for new things. I don't think this will be any different. Actually, so. Okay. We need to pick a partner for her. Plank, actually. Okay. That was right before. Skip, 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 skip. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. No, wait, I think I skipped a step. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Okay? We already know how this goes. And now we turn to Colonel Sanders' hunk of hunks in our time of need. Which we already know how that turns out. Okay. Someone dies. Van shows up. And the monster, let's see. Attack or defend, this choice doesn't matter. Let's just see if we refuse to attack him then. You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the spork monster across the battlefield. We already saw this part. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fat lot of good that defense did. Defend. You said to defend. Which defense will you use? Buff up. You think about that feeling you get after having a good meal, where you're so full and happy that nothing can get you down. Like food in your belly, just the thought warms you and you grow stronger. Spork Monster is really feeling emboldened by your lack of attacks. Spork Monster focuses their mash mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How you will respond? I will defend. Buff up. You draw energy into your arms, thinking back on all the stirring you did in the kitchen as a child. Your muscles go super swole and you're ready to take on anything. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses utility tensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Defend! Buff up again. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. You better attack sooner, you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. I have to know what this does. Light beams out from your eyes. You have transformed into a being of pure flavor. You spin so quickly that your movements become nearly invisible as you lash out at the Spork Monster. Rowdy Russet Roundhouse does 8 damage. Spork Monster's oozing cheese sauce into the quad of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable? It's the same exact thing. And I believe we spare him, right? Spare the rest of the beast. Yep, okay. It's the exact same. Although I love that we became so buff that we could just roundhouse kick it into the ground. And Colonel takes us home and just somehow knows where our house is. She likes Clank. And then Miriam talks about... Miriam's doubtful that we could ever date Colonel Sanders. We definitely connected yesterday. I think the question that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not in me, why did you tell me one of his secret ingredients? Or you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient. Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're full for continuing. And then she wants us to tell her the secret ingredient so she can give it to this guy to make money. Do we tell her? And we make up a fake ingredient. Okay. And then here, we actually run to him. Just like we did before. Comment with the craftsmanship, the horse's shoes. Which I did as a joke. But it actually ended up being right. Act like you're not interested. Yep. Here we go. Okay. A dog biscuit. It actually is the dog biscuit? Interesting. I don't know if I want to lurk to do some man-hand side quests or do some ops in MGS 5. Sounds like you have a decision to make. But it's not dog biscuit because this happens. What does this do then? It doesn't matter. I feel like we've seen this already. Oh, that pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever! Okay, so it's the same outcome. It's a fake choice. Step up and tell him you're on. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna look at 100 degrees Celsius, 11, gratitude, a small town where dreams are born, silence, your choices here don't matter, internalize your rage. Okay. I'm just gonna put this in the other, on the other monitor. Here we go. Here we go. 100 degrees Celsius, 11, gratitude, a small town where big dreams are born, silence. Then your choices here don't matter because we're distracted by Colonel Sanders. There's us putting our hand in the fucking mixer. I left Mother Base in the red before it was in Legion North Kabul, and I forgot to feed DD. Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you, Benda. I don't know jack shit about MGS. Internalize the rage you feel, so that we can have our moment with Colonel Sanders. It's the Spork Monster. Skip. Skipping through all of it. We're going to get the good ending. Okay. In chapter 7, reveal it. Click on wherever you want to learn more about the Colonel. Reveal it. We gotta skip through this. Him as a babby. Earn. And the suit.
Aw.
You fess up and tell the truth. Okay. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Wendy Thomas? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. All you need to know about MGS is nanomachine, son. Also, Colonel Campbell has a weird manner of speaking, whereas consonant clusters of consonant L are very much emphasized. He'll say chlorinated chemicals with emphasis on the cl sound of the first word. Blood loss, emphasis on blood. Chlorinated blood. Okay, I got you. I got it. I get you. I think you're right. We should take things slow. All right. Dream sequence. What is this now? Flatter him. Okay, move on through it. Oh, I skipped some important dialogue. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. I skipped... After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Oh, so our friend... We have to ditch our best friend, I guess, in order to be in love with Colonel Sanders. I'm gonna skip up to the... Alright, let's pick up the story from here, yeah? Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Wendy Thomas, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? This is the same. It's the same. Chapter 9 says don't do it after all, the game won't let you forget. Okay. Skip ahead. We need to get to chapter 10. We're almost there. And then we make up with her. And then here we are. This is the final bite, it looks like, I think. Nope, not quite. Not load, go back. Out of this house. Yeah, we need to test our pot pie. Fess about your practice dish. Sure you did. Is this the final bite here? No. Okay. I'm assuming it's immediately after I click the button we're on the final bite. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. Sound the rules! You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe writes reserved fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam fiercely injects the... Even Clank gets in on it. Wait, when could he talk? And plug him. Like, you've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way, of course. Nah. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Wendy Thomas. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Wendy Thomas, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. She's at your station cheering for you, and she's gonna dump a handful of spices into her bowl. This is exactly the same. Oh, shit. I don't know what I just clicked on. You summon extra power from deep inside yourself. Oh, okay. Oh, what is this? There's a secret ending. Hold on. I'm not going to spoil it for everyone, though. I can do this, what it takes to win here. Yep, this is all the same. He stands next to you to help you. Now present your dishes. This is all the same still. Yep, exactly the same. Mac and cheese with chicken, which is really fucking strange. Everyone passes, and here we are. Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the girls' graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the house. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Van and Ashley, thick. From what you actually believe them, they're haunting. He's not actually a ghost. Everyone's Spork Monsters no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, the student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. It's Pop. He's actually like a prince or whatever the hell. Clank arrived late to the dance. He's actually an alien. Say no. Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the day you first met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Wendy Thomas. I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy carried out by two cunning chefs, or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this do-si-do? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight, they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life? You gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying? Me and you? Together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No. Even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, Abo? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The end. Beautiful. She said the thing. The game is now over now. And now, in this walkthrough, though, it says that you can adopt the Spork monster, and that's the secret ending. But I'm ready to stop here. I'm fucking hungry, man. I need lunch now. I need something to eat. After playing this wonderful KFC ad, this is straight up KFC made product, and it makes them that much better. I know, right? After playing through this entire KFC ad, I gotta say, I'm pretty damn hungry right now. For some Wendy's. I could go for some Wendy's right now, guys. Oh, so we should probably head out of here. But I hope everyone enjoyed this. Thank you to everyone who sat through this last bit of me just silently skipping through everything to get the good ending. Just to say that we've done it. It was Wendy Thomas who was meant to win his heart all along. All along. Now, there is a question that remains, though, that needs to be answered. I need to know what visual novel we're playing next. Because I have nothing. Like, I actually don't have anything. I have, like, if I... Hang on, let me close the game real quick. Let me put my water between my legs here, irresponsibly. Let me close this game out. If I show you guys my Steam library real quick. That's the wrong monitor. I have I Love You, Colonel Sanders, which you can uninstall now, actually. I'll do it later. I downloaded a handful. Like this one, The Cinderella Phenomenon. There's a few free ones. Like this one that looked interesting, that I was interested in trying out. And then there's one down here called Missed Messages that's interesting. It has like a horror element to it. It's kind of like a meta thing, which, as you guys know, I love meta stuff. So yeah, I downloaded these two, and I'm thinking about trying them. But I honestly, like, I don't know what visual novel to move to next, because if we go on the store right now, browse, there should be by genre, right? More popular tags. Can we just search visual novel? Actually, and it'll give us the tag. Yeah. I was trying to find free ones, because as you guys know, I'm poor as shit. So I've been looking for free visual novels, but all the ones I can find are like, let's see, this one, whoops, go back. Cupid, the top one, has sexual content and nudity. Trick or Treat is horror, which I guess is alright. I think it's just it's like a Halloween thing, maybe. Alice in Stardom, a free idle visual novel. Weird. It has positive reviews. This one could maybe. What is this one about? Can you manage to beat your competitors to be the next top idol and maybe even win their hearts in the process? Interesting. Okay, I'll download it. Why not? Hold on. Add it to the list. And apparently there's an entire Crystal Gameworks franchise. Anyway, what I'm saying is it's kind of hard to find visual novels that don't have nudity and over-the-top sexuality. Like, where is it? There was one that I found that I was like, yeah, this one. I was really interested in this. Moe Ninja Girls. And the trailer starts off so strong. Right? And then they get their outfits. And there's just like, there's nothing. There's nothing in the outfits. It's just like, nude. It's like, my God. So yeah, I'm having a hard time picking a visual novel to go to next. Which is why I'm hoping some people might have ideas. If anyone has any suggestions for visual novels that you want to see me try and stream, please please, please, pretty please, leave them in. Is my voice mod off again? Yeah, it is. There we go. It keeps turning off for some reason. If you have any suggestions for videos for me to play, please leave them in the Discord. Under, I don't know, leave them just somewhere. I don't care where. Because I could use them. I've been enjoying playing them and doing the voice acting. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for the stream today, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. If you like what you saw, make sure you follow. If you want to see the VODs later on, they're on the YouTube channel. I finally got Miles Morales up. I was having problems with that VOD, and so it took a lot longer than it should have. And I'm going to work on the Duolingo VODs today. Yeah, I need to get thumbnails and timecodes done for those. My brain's dying. Oh yeah, tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. I'm not going to be streaming during the day tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming during the evening. I'm going to be starting up a Breath of the Wild playthrough, and I'm going to be doing that as like a series of evening streams. So, you know, look forward to that. That's going to be fun. And yeah, that's it from me. Oh, sorry, the evening stream will be happening at 7 p.m. EDT, Eastern Daytime. So if you want to just hang out and chill in the evening with me and play some Breath of the Wild, come do so. Come hang out. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today, guys. I will find someone to host now. Thank y'all for watching me play the KFCs. I'm going to go get food, I think. Bye-bye.